All right, and welcome as we begin our Planescape this afternoon late as we have some fun. Last time, after getting out of the city of Cursed, the gate town of Karaseri, we find ourselves no longer imprisoned, but freed by love as Naylan and Sayuri begin making out with a bunch of lizards and each other about the tower as it makes its way towards the bog of Simonuya. As the lizards here wish to pay Hobbit, lizard folk, to their deity of athleticism and such things after doing their trek around the Outlands for the last 3 or 4 years. Thus, are enjoying the well-deserved break as they do morning calisthenics and stretches and take turns sunning themselves as they position themselves on top of the tower, allowing the heat to energize them when they get a chance to rest. And with that, we want to resolve in this weeks of travel some Bastion actions. I think with some of our new rooms potentially and upgraded abilities, some get new functionality at level 9 as well. So we're going to share what you'd like to do here.
Especially in light of her sort of Nayland's introspection last session about this life she remembers living in between the 2 times she's been present in the campaign, and wondering now if maybe she had just been complacent during that time, and maybe what she thought was happy was in fact boring. And I think, with this, she has this exotic weapons mastery, exotic armor mastery. This Nayland, I think, is going to open a new Bastion room, and it's going to be the training area, especially since she's been training with Kelly on all of these downtime moments to use I can't remember what that hook weapon is called, the choke thing.
Man catcher.
Yeah, that thing. And if nobody else had plans to open one, Nayland is going to open a training room. And in it, she's going to get a battle expert. And so when I issue that order, after 7 days of training, if somebody wants to spend 8 hours of those 7 days training with this battle expert, then for the next 7 days after, once on each of your turns, if you take damage from a weapon or an unarmed strike, you can reduce the damage by 1d4.
Nice. Everyone record that. So you have that little ability.
I would assist in setting up too because I want to set up a range.
Nice. A range is what you're setting up?
No, to add a range to the training area.
Okay.
And a danger room style hazard course with pits with saw blades, etc.
Nice. Pits with saw blades. I love it.
Hell yeah.
People come back a little hurt every once in a while.
And then just during this week, I am still maintaining the garden as it was, and it's full of flowers, and I harvest the flowers and we sell them from the storeroom.
Oh, nice. All right, what else?
I think we had talked last Sunday about opening it, like doing a stable. Like, what kind of animals could I have in a stable?
Does it give you any examples?
I didn't see any. Goodness, I thought I turned my volume down. Hold on. Sorry.
Each stable comes with a riding horse, 2 ponies or mules, and big enough to house 3 large animals. 2 medium creatures occupy the same amount of space as 1 large creature.
Mm-hmm. Where am I?
For 2,000 gold, we can also upgrade it to a vast stable. Spaces for 6.
Hmm. No, look at something else.
I guess Kelly will open the theater.
Okay.
Oh,
And
player
Is it
characters
aquatic
can,
themed?
well, no, but player characters can contribute their talents to composing, writing, conducting, directing, and performing. So I think we're going to have some plays. 14 days of rehearsals followed by 7 days of performances.
Yep. You have time there. Part of the festival of love here at the castle.
PW would do a one-man show.
All right. Anything else?
You know what? Forget that I said the whatchamacallit. I'm gonna do a gaming hall.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a gaming hall.
You know, Bob Murray in like a dealer's outfit.
Yeah. You would have so much fun with that.
Place your bets. Place your bets.
And he'd be eating off all their dreams, winning big the whole time. It's a good source of sustenance for him. And it looks like the Feywild.
Oh, very nice. Decorated all whimsically and
Mm-hmm.
good
And with-
proper 70s colors.
Yeah. And when you, I don't know what it means to issue a trade order, but the facility's hirelings turn the gaming hall into a gambling den for 7 days, and at the end of the 7th day, roll percentile dice, and the winnings, and you roll a percentile dice, the winnings table to determine your portion of the house's winnings.
Very nice.
Anywhere from 3d6 to 10d6 times 10 GP.
Very good.
So I think Alice. I think on and off from hanging out with the lizard folk and chatting their ear off, asking about stuff. She would probably stick with the library. probably has to spend some of the time sort of figuring out what all the books are that Alistair left in disarray around the place. Doesn't really clean it up, just sort of checks what they are and shoves them to the side.
Nice.
And she's been looking for everything they've got on music. She starts now specifically looking for, and I guess this is the trade action to research a topic. She's looking to research lizard folk music. She's hearing what they're playing, so she wants to learn more about it. She wants to see what kind of, where it comes from, the history of it. So she just, that catches her attention enough to actually spend some time in the library doing that.
Very nice. I mean, what version of the blues they play?
And it is the loudest library anyone has ever been in, because every time she finds something and she sees some new bit of theory or even some bits of maybe like musical notation in the books, she pulls the guitar out and plays it in the library.
Nice.
I don't particularly see any of the level 9 ones at this point that make much sense for her, so probably just stick to that for now.
Okay. Then, Siri, did you do your winnings?
What do you mean?
Did you roll to determine your winnings?
Oh, no. I don't know what I'm doing, Matt.
So roll a D100.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm new. Throwing this at me on my second, third session. Boink. 63. So 2d6 times 10. I have d6s somewhere around here. So 90 gold.
Nice.
And also, Courtney, roll a d6 for your bastion points.
What are bastion points? I don't know.
It's what we accumulate to get the magic items that Matt was talking about.
It's a resource you get.
So the 90 GP goes to the bastion?
It can go to you.
It can go to me? Okay, so...
Sure, Hamlet, huh?
6. What does that mean?
You record it for yourself.
Points?
You record 6 bastion points.
That'll get me something? No.
Not this low, but it does. They do add up.
Yeah.
They are 100% tokens. If we get like 1,000, you can get a sticker.
Yeah, I'm not going to get anywhere close to anything that I can get because I'm going to completely forget all about this. And I will stay at 6 bastion points for the rest of the game.
All right. Anything else?
PW is going to open the trophy room.
Ooh.
So in that, one of the first things you'll see when you walk in will be a small diorama of the prison cells from Cursed. And you'll see the totally normal-looking horse. Next to it, a small briefcase that holds props that you definitely shouldn't open if your name is Kelly. Accentuate the totally normal horse. And just little action figures of us essentially breaking people out of the jail there in diorama. Unfortunately, there's also a smaller, sadder diorama where Alistair is like exploding and punching a dragon out of an inferno. That's based on
Alistair's
story.
punching the dragon.
Yeah, he's punching a dragon he's coming out of a fireball and punching a dragon. Like that's how he went out.
I love that so much.
I was gonna say there's hand drawn art that you can see, and then also like metalwork stuff that he's beaten out. So
We will post up posters for auditions for her brand new play.
Do I need to like name a hired person, or do we have hired people already, or what's how do I do that? How does that happen?
You can get a hireling there.
So, do I make the person up, or?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. It says I get 4 hirelings.
There you go.
I'm also going to commission the trophy room to create a trinket, which apparently takes 7 days, and then a dice roll.
Nice.
And I did just process a long rest, right? Because we're doing this for a week.
Yes.
Okay, great.
All right. In addition, because of your hospitality here to the lizard folk and as they enjoy all your facilities, they will give you a total of 300 gold.
Ooh.
Call that 50 gold each.
Nice.
And then, so sorry, 60 gold each, because, you know, my brain.
So, is there time to do a full-scale production, as it would come with a boon?
So it's 7 days to get that?
Well, it's 7 days of performance, is 15 days of rehearsal, if I remember correctly.
What's the name of the room again?
The theater.
Yeah.
14 days. So, yeah, it's 3 weeks.
I mean, he's got a drunk and sexy audience. It should be easy to please. So
And we have to make DC performance checks. And if we
Oh, boy.
succeed, we get a dice. Like, if more succeed than fail, then we each get a D6 that we can add to any ability check or saving throw or something or other
That's cool.
before the next performance.
Is the show going to be a musical?
It would be completely improv because I'm not writing a production.
Okay,
Just
so,
the sound
all
of
right.
music.
Okay, so before it can be performed, it takes 14 days, and you've been there 1 week.
Okay.
So we've done 7 of the 14.
Okay. So who's all joining the production?
If there's going to be music, if music is allowed, Alice will play for it.
Okay.
I'll join.
All right.
I can play the flute.
It's not just music; it's a play.
PW will run attack.
You'll be great. You'll be great, Kelly. Go for it. We'll back you up.
I do unfortunately think Valen would be very anti this production thing, but I can imagine. I don't know how we get from A to B, but I can envision one of those jump cuts where then Nayland is somehow roped into being on stage in a funky costume by Kelly. Like, I can see the end goal. I don't know what Kelly says to get her there, but I can see it happening.
I love
It's
it.
a bet. It's
I
gotta
love
be a bet.
I love it so much. I'm here for it. I need one more name. I need a male name. Could be Elvin or whatever. I don't care.
Reginald.
Reginald. His name is Reginald. He is an elf. Okay.
Well, that was Kelly's.
Anybody finish Umbrella Academy? That's a character on
Did,
Umbrella
yes.
Academy.
Oh, I did not even know that. I just Reginald.
His name is Elf, or his name is Reginald, and he's an elf. That's what it is. Oh my god! So I've got my hirelings. There's Bianca, who's a tabaxi. Arya, who's a tiefling. Marcus, who's a human, because he's Marcus and he's a male. And Reginald, who's an elf. There we go.
Would I be able to roll for the trinket, Matt? Because that does take a week.
Yes, because it's the end of the week.
Okay. Alright, even. Okay, even then you find a trinket with a previously unknown magical property. My thought is either something that looks like a rust monster wand of some kind that is either like a ray of sickness or something along those lines, or like a half melted sculpture from the dragons thing that maybe casts dragon's fire or something along those lines. Or magical trash that just grows when cool trash is around. I mean, it doesn't have to be that.
Amazing. I like it. Magical trash.
It's gonna be like a beachcomber. That's the metal detector.
Perfect. In that case.
Oh, it's also the case that if Kelly wants any special effects in this production, Alice 100% just keeps using Misty Visions to create illusionary special effects for her.
Oh, definitely.
Whatever she wants.
If you want, I could throw candy at the audience. That'll be fun. They'll enjoy that, right?
I'm going to create for each of you a character. I'll give you a brief outline of what this play is about.
So if is it going to be a comedy? Because I could make them laugh.
I mean, it could be.
we can create a soundtrack. Sayuri and Alice can create soundtracks. You can create a laugh track, I mean.
Well, no, I mean, I could just go around to different people and cast hideous laughter on them, and we could just record their laughter.
Oh my.
You will laugh. I don't know.
All right. Anything else? All right. So, as this travel goes by, you finally start to come and they go, we're almost here! We're almost here! And the domain of the deity Semyuanya is a pleasant smelling swamp full of bright flowers and colorful bugs. Through trees draped in vibrant moss comes the cheers of lizard folk engaged in competition. Sespak, the lead one, takes a breath from being with Naylan. He says, "Thank you! Thank you!" Ah! Beats their chest very strongly. Oh, we are home. And it was a glorious trip home. I love to invite you to relax in the bog with us.
Ooh, it's so pretty. It kind of reminds me of the Feywild.
Oh, thank you.
We should all go into the bog.
Alice is already heading towards the door.
Woohoo!
Wouldn't mind stretching
Excessive
my leg.
moisture.
What'd you say, Neelan?
Wouldn't mind stretching my legs. It was very sweet.
And then, Mr. Patient Whisper, sir, are you gonna come?
Do you see him? He's spraying himself with like an oil, like a healing agent. It's like his version of putting on sunscreen.
Kelly,
Hmm?
you coming?
Of course.
Awesome. Let's go. Last one in the bog is a rotten snail. Or something along those lines. I forget. Let's go!
I think as she's leaving the castle and the first time Alice is hurrying out very quickly, very excitedly. And when she gets down to the point where she'd actually step into the bog, she all of a sudden stops short and hesitates. And her eyes are kind of wide, and she bends down and she sort of puts her hand in the water, touches some of the flowers. And if you're near her, you hear her say under her breath, "Holy fuck, it's real. It's actually, fuck.
Well,
I
that's
see this bright."
of course it's real, Sayuri yells as she face steps out of her clothes and cannonballs into the bog.
Nice.
They just they're like, you see just her clothes standing where she was. Drop. It's like a cartoon character, cartoon style, yes.
I'm gonna have to get her to teach me that one. All right.
See BW hop out and he just like sinks 3 feet down to extricate himself. See his feet get wider on the bottom. It's like snowshoes. This will be an adventure.
I figured you'd be jumping in, Kelly.
Well, I'm coming. And she sits down on the side and puts her legs into the water and then just hops out and sinks down, and her legs begin to shift and reform themselves as a long, vibrant purple fluke tail. And she stays under the water and she kind of begins to freely swim around.
Is there a way, or like a shore or something to walk along, rather than having to swim?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
There's plenty of solid ground.
Yeah, I think Alice is probably not jumping into the water directly, but she's sort of wandering around on the edge, looking a little lost.
Yeah, so the bog has like big tracts of land and then water as well.
Could somebody grab my clothes, please? As she's just floating in the water on her back.
Isn't this what your Bob Yuri friend is for?
But he's having fun too, and he's already in the water with me.
Yep. Look at me, splash.
Jeez. Nayland picks up the clothes.
All right. Here you see there are all types of contests that the lizard folk here seem to be doing against each other. Some involving the mind, the body, several swimming races throughout the bog, as the spirit of competition seems to be in the whole place. And you are free to stay here and do what you want as long as you'd like. Get up to anything.
Oh, face shenanigans.
I will
Oh, yes.
cast speak to animals as I'm under the water. And just kind of pay attention to any creatures I might see as I'm gliding my way through.
Nice. Different fish and all types of things. Go, hello, mermaid!
Hello, fish. What's your name?
Oh, looks very confused. And then
Wow.
kind of like goes sideways out of sheer mental exhaustion.
Well, I'm going to follow you. And I kind of follow behind briefly.
It's
And
not moving, it just went sideways.
what kind of fish is it?
It's brightly colored, blue and yellow.
Oh, flounder. Okay. So, hello, flounder. Would you like to?
Oh, is that my name? You asked me a question that was really rough.
I know. I forget where I am. I've been among land dwellers so long. They think and think and think, and their heads swell up.
Oh, I know.
It's all right
Better
now.
be here. I'll just swim.
Yes, freedom. You want to go to? Do you want to go to the bottom?
Sure, let's go.
All right. Let's start swimming down.
1 foot later.
Oh no! Oh, that was a journey.
It's just a bog. It's not deep. Oh. Very cool. As a note staying here, you learn that there are quite a few people are proficient with magic. They can cast Cure Wounds, Greater Restoration, or Reincarnate, should you desire. A few even offer, tired of how you look, we'll kill you and make you something else.
It's PW's head turn.
I'm fond of the way I look. Thank you. If I didn't like the way I looked, I could always change it in the morning.
I nod.
PW is looking for games of dexterity,
Yes.
Okay.
perhaps even with lethal parameters.
All right. You go through and you find that there are some tightened vines put through huge bog trees. The vines have various flowers, pink and blue and red. And when the vines are touched, you see, depending on where one lands, either a blue flower go up or a pink flower. If you do the right pressure, it's different shades of those flowers. And as well as distances, and you see these lizard folk leaping and grabbing them and circling around and going to another one, and as they do, these blasts of pollen and petals go through the air at different lengths and shades and begin to as they float down the air, give this art form, almost like a picture. And the acrobat here that they're working on, that is doing that is going from vine to vine, moves their body to be entwined and to be a piece of the art at different points, perfectly timing themselves to be in this beautiful picture. As they look at PW come up and go, "Ooh, you have 2 colors of eyes. You might be able to make something pretty great."
That is the minimum expected outcome. How do I get started?
This. You go, all right, clear it. We've got a last competitor. They go, oh, add you in for this round. You go, just leap, grab a vine, and then go to the next vine and see how you do. And you say, the pressure you put in, how long you put on there, controls how fast or how rich the color is. And then the idea is to put yourself in the right place so you are the centerpiece of your design.
Understood. Peter is also going to look to see if Dalen is nearby.
I can be, yes.
He's going to throw 10 gold in your direction. But 10 gold says, mine is the best display.
Well. Okay. And I bet against PW.
Alright. PW is going to try to think up a routine that uses the colors predominant in the team's uniforms or general choice of garb.
Very nice. Your teams?
Yes.
So, like purple, pink, seems fairly general.
Yes. Purple, pink, teal,
Yep.
etc. If there's a way to make shapes in addition to colors, he would also try to make like the shape of our giant moving castle.
Ooh.
That's nice.
Nice.
All right.
It's black in there too, because there's a lot of black. It looks like.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of sadness in this. It would maybe look like a copywritten castle by a certain small rodent. So
Perfect. All right, give me an acrobatics check.
That's a natural 19.
Very good. So you go forward and you figure out exactly how to do the colors that you want. And then now as you maneuver, you are trying to get them to do the correct shape. Make another acrobatics check.
Well, it's a 31. I was gonna say, you notice in the middle of this, if you were to slow it down, PW's head is just spinning 360 degrees really fast. It scans all around him as he spins through the air. It's the secret to paying attention in every direction.
Okay. With that, the shapes are perfect as you look at this huge castle with the spires. It's almost an exact replica, but put in these super extreme colors. And then all that's left is for you to position yourself as if you were looking out the window of it. Give me one more acrobatics.
It's a natural 30. You notice you'll see PW's side profile in the window, but then he's slowly doing the I'm walking downstairs gag.
Balin feels herself losing the bet before she even hears the verdict.
Yeah, and I go, woo! Oh, woo! And they're just cheering as they're like, whoa, that is the best that's been done in 100 years.
Naylin!
Siri.
I think you lost.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
And the PW is declared the winner. As these various colored lizards run and hug you and beat on your metal chassis.
Here he is standing next to Naylin, naked, going, "Hey, Naylin, can I have my clothes back, please?"
Yes.
PW outward, externally, he looks excited. Inward, internally, he's like, try to land on my head.
Silvery
and-
barbs on you if you wanted me to.
PW was going to try to use his little like mental psychic dice to like put negatives on all of his rolls.
It's a 31 unless it could be worse. Yes.
Silvery barbs! PW, silvery barbs! Oh, that's so funny.
Who put this barbed wire in midair?
We get around again. You see, there's weightlifting and swimming. There's a game of reptile trivia going on, and then a damatic display competition.
Ooh, what's that?
So, looking at as soon as these lizards, they one kind of is coward, and the other instigates it as they kind of like growl and bare their fangs. And so the one actually competing then turns, and the frills on their neck go out and change color, and they kind of move themselves. In the case of a predator, making this beautiful color and sound. Sometimes a smell that comes out. And they try to make the person who's trying to scare them and take steps backwards.
Oh. Bob Yuri. Bob Yuri! Where'd you go?
Sorry. I was distracted till you talked to Nail in there. All right. Now I'm good. I'm all focused up.
How are you? Why were you distracted?
No reason at all.
Okay. Well, I forgot what I was going to say.
We're in the same boat.
All right. Is there anything with any sleight of hand or anything like that? Like any hand dexterity?
I think. Let's see here. Okay. Maybe let me look at something real quick. Just trying to look for a sleight of hand. Okay. So there is one where there's the general display where you're able to show off something, and if you show off extremely well, they might just kind of give you something. So you could kind of decide. But
you could show off a sleight of hand trick.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try that. What do I want to try in sleight of hand something on? I want to. You know what I'm gonna try and do? What are the classic? What are the clothing? What type of clothing are the lizard folk wearing?
They some of them have flower lace around their neck, but all do wear a loincloth.
Okay.
Don't you know that already?
Well, I didn't ask. I just yeah, so she is gonna go, she's gonna join, and she's going to sleight of hand as quickly as she can, because she also has she's got Bob Yuri. She's gonna turn him invisible because that's her mage hand. And she's going to try to untie, or not untie, but like cut the loincloths off these people without them noticing.
All right. As you say, gather around, and you're showing them various tricks. Give me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Okay. 27.
27. Fluid motions. Yuri with tiny daggers is cutting off, but making them fall very slowly. And gathering them up for you in a little pile. That's stage 1 of your trick. What's stage 2?
Stage 2. She's going to like in their in their hair or behind their ears, she's just gonna have him put spoons. There's just gonna be random spoons all over the place.
Like, you hold up a spoon and you make it vanish, and then they all find a spoon behind their ear.
Yes.
Give me a sleight of hand again.
All right. Nafui drops the midspo, so I'm going to use one. Because, there's all my d20s. Ooh. Boink. That will be not as good. It's only a 21.
Okay. They look amazed. And now the finale.
And the finale. Instead of the loincloths around their waist, they're going to have ribbons around their waist. They're all my friends now.
Leave a present for a friend before we move along. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. That's another 27.
All right. Then pink ribbons all around. Look down and go, woo! And they declare you to best them in this sleight of hand. You are the winner. They cheer and hold you up high. Ribbons streaming about them as they twirl.
Whee! And everything else blowing in the wind.
Yes.
Is there any of the lizard folk, maybe slightly older ones, who look like they might be telling stories?
Certainly. There's some gathered around telling of great competitions long ago.
Okay. I think Alice would still, it's looking more and more almost uncomfortable. Like she's just really, it's getting a little overwhelming. She sees that and she kind of beelines for it. Because stories are something she gets, so she wants to listen in on the stories and see what that's about.
Very nice. Coming about, they start telling of the great competitions of the past and how they talk about the blessings and gifts of Samuanya on those who are particularly good at this, and talk of great heroes, different ones that have come through, and is inviting you to tell any stories or any histories that you'd like to share.
I'm sorry, what was that? They
invite you to tell any stories as well.
I think Alice thinks for a moment. Well, you're all telling stories of great successes. Well, I think I've got one. Yeah. It's one from sort of, I guess you can say, well, you can say my people, but it's from a long time ago. Yeah. I had to dig it up. But there was a young man. His name was Jack. And he was sort of a... Folks around called him kind of listless. He sort of just wandered from here to there doing odd jobs. No one really thought much of Jack. The only thing he really liked doing was, well, he knew how to play music. In particular, he knew, and she looks around, so she's been studying the music of the lizard folk. What's sort of like the real common instrument that they play?
So they have a very wide-brimmed, what looks like a drum, but then has strings that go in front of it. So they beat it and play the strings. Strings themselves are attached to this long hollow pole that the player also plays, kind of like almost like a trumpet.
Okay. So she'll say it's the instrument he played. I'm fascinated by the instruments that you have. That's amazing, and hoping somebody will maybe, if my story's good enough, maybe someone will teach me how to play it. We have something sort of it also looks a little like a drum with some strings in front of it, but you sort of strum it, and she makes some misty visions of a sort of normal-looking young man with a banjo. And sort of shows him kind of strumming and also kind of smacking on the banjo and rhythm. I said, it was only the really thing he was good at. As he was walking down the road one evening, he saw a stranger kind of popped up almost out of nowhere.
Ooh.
And there was something odd about this stranger. He couldn't quite put his finger on. And
Go on.
the stranger's eyes were black. And there was just a hint of sulfur in the air. And he presented himself to our friend Jack, and he said, well, Jack, I've come here because, I'm in need of something. You see, I've got a quota back where I'm from, and I need to collect souls, Jack.
Asmodeus.
And so I was wondering if you would maybe do a little bet with me. As I see we got that banjo there, you seem real proud of it, but gotta tell you, Jack, I'm the best banjo player that ever lived.
I knew it! I knew it!
And where was Jack from?
and so if you I want to make a bet with you that I bet I am a better banjo player than you, and if I win, I get your soul. But if you win, I'm a fair man. If you win, I'll give you this banjo made of pure platinum. So our boy Jack looked this fella up and down and thought to himself, well, you're real fancy, but I'll take your bet. I'll take your bet, and you're going to see just how good I am. So the devil, we'll call him. That's the colloquial term from where I'm from. The devil pulled out this platinum banjo and started strumming. You could feel the strumming dig down in your stomach.
Bad acoustics.
And she was even, and as he played, he had an accompaniment. You could see these sort of fiendish-looking things come up and start banging on drums behind him and giving him a full orchestra, and it was like music you had never heard before. It was deep and dark and attacked your very soul. And he finished and gave a smirk to Jack. And, well, here's the thing about Jack. He smirked right back at that devil. He pulled out his banjo and said, "Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for a starter. But try some of this." And she'll actually pull out her guitar and she'll start playing music.
Ooh.
And she starts playing a very quick, old sort of banjo tune, sliding up and down, doing all sorts of different chords and stuff as the vision of Jack in front of her plays along.
Oh, nice.
And hopefully she's played enough so we can get some of the audience begin tapping their feet. Plays it through to the end. So, well, wouldn't you know it, that there devil didn't say a word. It just bowed its head, laid that banjo on the ground, and poofed into smoke. And Jack, well, he picked up that banjo and said, "Well, you all come on back if you ever want to try again. As I told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best that's ever been."
They go, ooh, profanity. Okay. I will take some performance checks.
Okay. That is a 25.
All right. Give me two more.
Okay. Ooh. That's a 32.
Nice.
That is a dirty 30.
All right. With that, they bow. They say, "You are the storyteller, Samuanya." And they begin to match your beats and the whole band going on here.
Alice feels much more in her element now, and she jams with him.
Nice. The music
Sayuri
echoes throughout the bog.
Sayuri starts dancing as she brings Bob Yuri into the dance with her.
Gladly goes.
As a party seems to be kicking off, not for a competition, but Nayla's actually looking for a place. Is there a place selling alcohol?
There is no alcohol at all in this entire place.
Oh, bummer.
It is a dry bog.
Dry bog. Well, that shit doesn't make any sense. Okay, all right. So Nayla just minds her business. Yeah, kicking her feet in the bog, enjoying the atmosphere.
They will go to where the races are.
Nice. All right. The music's going. People are having a lot of fun at the with the swimming. So go, are you gonna swim, mermaid?
Yeah.
Good. I am Michaelis Phelps. Are you ready to go?
I guess so.
Be careful. His swimsuit looks advanced.
You know what? If this is anywhere near where Alice is and she sees Kelly start to ready for this, Alice will yell out, "Kick his butt, Kelly!" And that's bardic inspiration to Kelly.
Very nice. All right, then someone puts their hand above their head, casts firebolt to let you guys go through the treacherous bog. Athletics check, please.
Oh no. What athletics? Okay.
Yeah, I give you advantage, but they have a swim speed as well, unfortunately.
There is an inspo. There's two more inspo or one more inspo in chat.
Yeah, and the bardic is a D8. So you
Okay.
can add that to it.
Okay. I'll try an inspiration. I'm not really proficient with this. What's the bardic?
That's a D8.
Okay. The 18.
18. All right, the first round, you are slightly ahead as you round a large log, and you take a little shortcut right through it. Small little thing. They're right on your on your fins, and I need another athletics check
Why is it athletics?
because that's what swimming is.
Hold on. That's not good. That's not good. That's not any good. All right. Dirty 20.
Ooh.
Dirty
Nice.
20. All right. So coming across, swimming through some deep vines, you're able to get enough momentum to cross over them. A nice arc as they just shred through them.
I'm gonna, as I'm swimming, I just kind of call out to the fish to help your friend out. And try to make his lane a little more difficult to swim through.
Opens his mouth wide. Oh, midway snacks. Ah!
What?
They sound delicious to a lizard folk. As you see him grab one. Arr!
Well, he's distracted.
He is, but Flounder's gone. And
No!
now we're doing the third athletics check.
That was Flounder?
No, I'm kidding.
Man. Hold on. What do I have here? See what I have. Can I use a spell?
No, it's a skill challenge.
Oh man.
Can I use a spell?
I'll let you since everyone's watching it.
Can I sort of turn my back and I'm pretending like I'm not even caring about the race, but I bend down over towards I'll be leaning on a tree and I'm going to cast Speak with Plants.
Okay.
And just to the tree, I sort of offhandedly whisper, hey, can you make that guy's lane just a little more difficult to swim through? And I'm going to, within 30 feet, I can cause normal terrain that has plants in it to become difficult terrain with plants in it.
All right. The theme of this campaign, what do you bribe the tree with?
Oh. Gosh, what do plants want?
Doesn't have to make that much sense as long as...
Do we have any leftover booze?
Excellent. We have excellent fertilizer.
Yeah. I mean, I work in a garden. Wait a minute. I'm fertilizing so good.
Fertilizing so good. It's, ooh, vines go right into his leg. What the?
I'm fertilizing so good. It sounds so
I
dirty.
love it. I have a very limited range of things that I'm good at, but we've established that fertilizing is up my alley.
Make it with advantage, Kelly.
All right. Uh, 16.
All right. And you come in, and you end up winning as they are right on your fins, even as they get out of this. Say, and punch you very hard in the shoulder. Fantastic!
Ow. Well, it was nice to race you.
Oh, you too. Mm. Very nice to feed those who you are beating. Good job. I respect that.
Well, no. It is what it is. So, is that it? Is that the race?
You win? Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he gets up out of the water as he has two other ones that silently go, Kelly! As they go ahead.
I swim up to the shore and I just kind of pull myself out and I'm sitting there on the side. And I just kind of ask, so would I win?
Respect.
Oh.
And then it's as if the music being played and echoing through the trees grows louder with extra bass lines as the flowers begin to glow in time. Dum, dum, and lights shoot up the vines almost like graphic equalizers. Woo, woo, woo. And you see an enormous walking lizard about 10 feet tall emerge from the lights, and all them bow as Samuyana.
I bow.
As I go, oh, you all were amazing. I am Samuyana, God of all things competitive and athletic. It's great to watch all of you do what you do, offer what you offer, sing and fertilize.
Nalen's walking out of the castle with arms full of shit. Hello.
Nayland, we have bags.
This is a great personal experience for me. Very hands-on.
Continue.
I have for all of you then. And they produce this small dragon skull that has blooming flowers that come from it. It's been fashioned into a trophy.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
We do live with a dragon. This may be somewhat offensive.
Is
It's
it a
not-
real dragon skull?
Mm-hmm. It was, it's chromatic. Do you live with the chromatic dragon?
We do not.
Then it should be fine!
I will note it.
This was a green one that was killed in one of my competitions. I'm sure you one will not mind.
Nice.
It is somewhat strange to give a loser two winners.
Oh, but losers are all owned by the winners in the end. So, as he gives you this, you feel the power, and it goes, then my gifts come with it, and this will function as an alchemy jug.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The skull is a jug?
Yep.
Oh.
Get drink out of the skull?
Well, you can pour out of it.
Oh, okay.
What kind of what? Isn't there a couple different types of alchemy jugs?
This is base alchemy jug. And in addition to the liquids it can normally produce, it can also do a half a gallon of effervescent spring water.
Ooh.
Ooh, that sounds very.
Light hint of bog, or
Slightly as it goes. However, I forbid this from producing anything that harms the body or mind. It can't produce beer, mayonnaise, or wine.
Making sense.
Why not mayonnaise?
All come together.
Why not mayonnaise? What's wrong with mayonnaise?
If you have to ask, you'll never know.
Okay, I come from a different place. Like it's fine.
Plenty of protein powder.
But yes, my friends, good. And you stand here with a god. And he hangs out a little bit with you.
Can I have this dance?
Yes, of course. Come on.
Let's
Thank
dance.
you. Bob Uri goes and sits by himself by a tree with his.
Oh, Bob Fury. Oh.
I can't compete with deities. That's just. I understand that one. Not even gonna. How it goes. I mean, you're not even like a third wheel because they exist on every plane of existence. You're like the 1 millionth one. It just doesn't work at all.
Poor Bob Fury. One of these days, Sayuri will realize. One of these days, she'll realize.
Every time Sayuri looks, he just smiles and goes, "Woo!" He turns around.
Kelly drinks from the bog water.
Nice.
Oh, poor
Does she
Bob
breathe from the bog water at the same time?
Yeah.
It's like air. All right. Anything you wanted to do in these scenes, chilling with the lizard folk?
PW could not resist the opportunity to challenge Samuanya to a foot race.
Well, not me. I'm still a fish.
You mean Semuana, not someone, right?
Yes, Samuanya.
Yes. Semu.
The big lizard.
Yes. Sorry. Semiana goes, race! All right, machine. Oh. They pour their colors, and the little yellow patches become shaped like lightning bolts.
PW is just going to hurl 10 gold in Nalen's direction. Gonna be faster.
Looks at that as they wave their hand and 10 gold fall in. And then about 30 lizard folk throw in 10 gold. They're like, on Semuanya, on Semuanya.
All right. Who wants all right, I'm writing it down. Get in the queue. In the queue.
What's happening?
We're agreed. No divine powers.
What's happening?
Of course. Nothing.
this-
I am leading. You are dancing.
Oh.
And I will carry you through the rest.
Okay.
Is he gonna show off by dancing through the bog while I'm running through the bog?
Yes.
That seems suitably showboaty.
Alice?
Yeah.
Hey, can you come sit with me for a minute?
Sure.
Hey, it usually takes a minute for my legs to come back, but I kind of wanted to talk to you. I have a feeling that you and I are probably from a very similar place.
Alice is kind of eyes shift back and forth a bit, looking confused. Maybe.
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
Well, I wasn't always a mermaid. The first time I came here, I was mostly, I guess, what you might call a gamer. I play a lot of video games, and I had my friend with me, Tamagotchi, and he used to go with me everywhere. But I remember when I first came here, everybody had such strange clothing. Like, I was used to wearing like sweaters and jeans and tennis shoes, and when I saw what you were wearing, it just sort of reminded me of sort of that same vibe.
Yeah, everyone here seems to be wearing such different clothes. I guess I assume we were. It's got something to do with whatever. I mean, everything I've seen here has been new.
What do you remember about where you came from?
Alice looks down, actually at the grass and the flowers around. Says, "You know, the only flowers I remember ever seeing were the synthetic ones in the tourist shops, or in a dragged to, I think, museum at some point. I don't there wasn't a lot of this kind of thing."
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know if there was where I was from or not, but I do remember there were fake flowers in some places, but not everywhere. I lived. I do know that I had a room that was in a basement. It's the last thing I remember. I was on a bed, and I was playing my game, and I guess I just drifted off, and then I woke up in a morgue. I'm sure there's more between here and there, but, well, the one thing I wanted to say was when we first came here, we went to the city, and I was able to find a stored memory that I had created. And when I accessed it, it gave me some glimpses of a life I used to have. At least I assume it's a life I used to have. And I think my mother was there, but I don't have a lot of memory of a mother. I remember a father. But the point is, when I accessed it, it told me that I had accessed it well over 700 times, as if I had done this before. And that got me thinking that it wasn't just a clean jump from my home to here. Maybe I had been here a really long time, and that the more and further we went, the more certain that seemed to be the case. There were signs that I had died here many times, and even Alistair had, I think it was Alistair, it might have been Edric, but he once mentioned that when we came across another mansion like our own, he says that he thought he saw a woman that was him. And then one day you came, and I got to thinking maybe you've been here too a while.
So if you'll pardon me, Kelly, I'm going to bury the lead for a moment. We'll get back to that. There was a place in this city where memories were stored?
Yeah.
Like they can record memories.
Yeah, Well, I think they extract the memory. I'm not really sure how it all works, but only the person who has the memory can access it. And I assume it costs a lot of money because it cost us to get in just to access it.
Oh, you are fucking kidding me. They store memories and they charge you to get at your own memory.
It's a little fuzzy for me because this was another life ago, but
Fair
I
enough.
seem to recall it took a while for us to get access to it. Yeah.
She has a pained look on her face. Well, honestly, that sounds an awful lot like where I come from.
Really?
Yeah, they'll take anything from you and sell it back to you. That's all they do.
Did you know the Lady of Pain?
The lady of who?
She was in that city.
Oh, I don't think it was that city. I'm where I come from. It's a similar type of thing. They didn't have any ability to take your memories yet, but I mean, my instrument is not just an instrument. It's a database. It holds, let's just say, a lot of information that people didn't want. Well, that the corporation I stole it from wanted to sell, to hold on to monetize, and Sir smiles. That's why I stole it. But I'm just saying that if you want a sense of where I'm from, it's kind of like that. But you were asking me about how long we've been doing this, right? That's what you're want to ask about?
Yeah. I mean, maybe you have some memories at that place too.
No, I've got a sense of, I think, where I'm from originally, but all of this has been new.
Yeah.
I guess the question is, well, what if we have been doing this for 700 years?
Yeah.
Okay. So what if we have?
Well, that's just it. If I've been doing this for over 700 times or whatever, how come the only one I remember is the last one? Something's different here.
Well, my understanding was you've been with... No, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Must have been something got triggered, or when we came back this time, things are different. And it's like now we're more aware. And so maybe we can actually make real memories now.
Based on the little cliff notes that PW gave us, the morgue where everybody first woke up. Since then, all the deaths have been sort of individuals dying, right? You generally just die by yourself.
Yeah.
So, that's the odd one out then, is whatever caused... I was about to say us all, I guess. You didn't include myself. Us all waking up in the morgue. Something was different then, but...
And if that's not weird enough, me and Naylan apparently have some weird special bond between us. Every time I die, she dies with me. Isn't that right, Naylan?
Okay. I thought you were going to get a little more personal than that, but that's okay.
No, that's all I know. But yeah, no, I just think that...
I'll bug Naylan about it later.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, I just feel like it doesn't really change what we're trying to figure out. I mean, it's another piece of information that's good to know, but I think that sometimes I've been told, I think I've been told, I don't remember who told me. It's a weird thing about the memories, isn't it? Anyways, someone told me at some point that I probably do this too much, but I mean, this is the first time that I think I've seen real flowers, Kelly. And so I know that we're all trying to figure out what's going on, but I guess all I'm trying to say is let's make sure we stop and smell the flowers.
I agree.
I feel like I've never been a place like this.
And I guess the last thing I'll leave you with is kind of a scary thought. And that's just that I keep wondering if the reason why this time feels so different is because not only are we supposed to be remembering things and piecing things together and visiting all these places, but maybe it's leading us to an inevitable end, like a real end. And that worries me.
Oh, you shouldn't let that worry you, Kelly. See, that's the thing about stories. It's the ending that matters. Good or bad. All good stories have to have endings. So, don't dread it. And don't necessarily try to force it too quickly. But enjoy the journey. And I don't know, I'm curious to see how this ends.
As Kelly's legs return. Yeah. Thanks for talking to me, Alice.
Anytime. So has the lizard god completely smoked PW yet, or is that still going on? Or
How dare you?
You put the money where your mouth is. All right, then. To the race. Let us see. So the first thing, as they're dancing with theory over all of this. All right. The first thing is bursting through the bog. You see this frog folk grung come out of their huts and go, yes, yes, stand and answer my riddle. Or do not fall while I ask it. As begins to say one in, just keeps going on and on. And so you have a choice. You can try to see if you can say the answer early and thus get ahead, or you can try to just simply stand still and just stand on one foot, perfectly balanced.
Clarifying, if I do the standing on one foot, I'm not necessarily making progress to the same degree.
Right. You just will be able, if you fail the standing on one foot, you'd have to wait for a second riddle. But yes, the trying to figure it out will give you an advantage.
I think I'm going to take the physical challenge.
All right. Then give me an acrobatics check.
That is an 15, unless it needs to be better.
15 will pass. As Samoanya, twirling Sayuri, says, love! The answer's always love! And the little grung goes, the easy way you take. And whoop, Simiano starts going as the riddle finishes, and you're a little bit behind, but not taking out. As you both race to the swamp, and in this case, you get to decide something you want to do. Anything you want to try to do to this race.
So, PW changed a little bit after his time spent in Cursed. And one, being shackled and feeling slower than normal was unacceptable, as was, in general, being restrained. So, in an effort to remedy that, his powers have changed slightly, so that now he can, at will, tear open a small hole in the universe and hop through and hop out somewhere else. So he too now has the ability for short-range teleports. So he is going to, in a moment, take what looks like a bad shortcut where he's running towards a wall, but he's actually going to tear open the wall as he jumps through it and shoots 80 feet ahead, which is the maximum distance that it can go.
Oh, nice. Sonia laughs. Very good. Looks to Sayuri as he's dancing with the, what do you think we should do?
No, we should yeah, you know what? If you get me within 30 feet of him, I've got something.
Oh, you got it. As they leap up, twirling upon branches, and kind of give you a never-ending twirl from their arms. As then you land within 20 feet of PW.
She's gonna be like, she's gonna. I am so bad with jokes, so I'm not even gonna try to say a joke. But she is gonna tell a joke as she casts Ash's hideous laughter on patient.
No.
That joke does not make ooh.
I need a wisdom saving throw.
Did you fail?
PW, I need a wisdom saving
It's
throw.
a 15 unless it needs to be better.
Oh, you got it. You got it. All right.
The fowl has no
Silvery
reason to
barbs.
cross the road.
Silvery barbs.
Ooh. Oof, down to a 6.
Yeah, you failed.
Except I have Psybolster neck, so I can also do things.
All right.
So I try slightly harder.
For a
For a 12.
No,
While I
You're
also
terrible.
use guidance. The last thing I have. For a 14.
that is exactly what you need. You're a
PW is
tough one
Terminator
to
running.
crack. You're a tough one to crack, PW. As she uses her bonus action to face step the god. I like my brain is not.
Samoanya.
Simanya, 30 feet ahead of her.
Oh. Wah!
Just go with it!
Oh, Of course. That's what makes dancing interesting.
And she starts running to catch up.
All right. Oh, look, sees you like, oh, I got this. And their tail elongates the entire time and wraps around your waist and then twirls you towards them as they catch you shoulder to shoulder. All right. For the very final, there is a leap and a movement between several vines and branches. To do this, in order to win, I need a DC 25 acrobatics from patient. If you make it, that is the win.
Can I attempt to distract them before I make that roll?
What are you trying to do? With what?
My attempt was going to be that PW was going to open ports on the sides of his head and reveal that he has giant speakers and attempt to play music that is of a much faster beat than the music that they started with. So instead, they're going from whatever fantasy fairy tale to full-on EDM, just like.
Absolutely. Roll a deception check.
If he does that, Alice will absolutely start playing along with him, if that can be a help action.
That would be appreciated, because I got a 6 on my own.
Take advantage. Take advantage.
Okay. Weirdly, not very deceptive. Oh, good. This time I got a 5.
All right. You failed to distract, but now you can still do your acrobatics check.
You see cleats deploy from PW's feet as he runs as fast as he has ever run.
All right. What do you get?
All right, 17. But I'm going to channel some shit.
Would this be a new action? Oh wait, no, I haven't. I don't have a turn, so it's fine.
There you go.
$25.
Okay. Whew. And with that, you land just seconds before them on the finish line. As people go, oh, Smiania goes, fantastic! And grabs you and starts twirling you in the other hand as he's twirling Sari.
This
finishes.
is
Aha!
so fun! PW!
Hooray. And as he's being swung around, you'll see his legs fly off as the joints have come apart from being pushed far too far.
Oops. Naylin!
Yeah.
Come dance with us!
Also, my 10 gold.
I got a lot of bookkeeping to do, but it seems like everybody took bets this time, so I gotta do the bank. But after that, I'll come find you.
Okay.
As they tour you, PW, you gain the charm of restoration.
Ooh.
Beating Semuanya here.
The legs
does it look
magically
like?
fly back onto your body.
So it has 6 charges. You can use 4 charges to cast Greater Restoration, or 2 charges to cast Lesser Restoration. And once you've used all your charges, it is gone.
See PW tuck it into a small, drawer in the front of his chest. It's like a little first aid mark on the outside.
It's like a magical effect upon you. So I imagine
Hopefully
there
we
could be
will
some
not need-
yellow and blue coloration to one part of your chassis.
I get scale print in an area.
Yes.
As they finish up their dance, Sayuri pulls out some ribbon and ties it around his wrist. We are now friends.
Ah, yes.
You should come visit in the Feywild at some point. It's a lot of fun.
I consider myself invited. Well, this has been fun, but I am bored. They leap up and vanish. I will be at other competitions. A plane calls me now.
Yes. Where's Bob Yuri? Bob Yuri, are you still sulking?
What?
Hey.
I was cheering. Hey, wonderful dance move where he grabs you by the waist.
Do you want to do something?
Gulp. What? Oh, that's not fun. Yes.
Alice will approach Nayland after all this and just be like, "So this was the I think this is the first god I've met. Are they usually that friendly? I'm guessing no."
God, I don't know. It really depends. I feel like also we should have taken the time to ask some really hard-hitting questions, like, do they know what a glitch is? Or like, and do they know why we're wanted by the universe?
DM thought you might ask these, but no one did.
It also seemed really friendly, like maybe they would have answered our question. Next time.
He disappeared before I got the chance. I'm sorry. All of a sudden, I was in a race. What was that, BW?
I brought at least 2 whole ideas.
Oh, but this is fun. Is there food?
Oh yes, plenty of veggies and meat.
I've heard there was fresh flounder.
Get the flounder!
What kind of food do you want? What kind of food do you guys want? Yeah, Bob Yuri. Oh, did you get were you able to like get some of their like hopes and dreams while we were doing our thing? Okay, good.
Yes, I have many hopes and dreams. You see, some of them didn't even participate.
Oh, that's my boy.
Oh, and I saved a lot of the dreams to add to back home when we get there.
Okay. Alice, Nayland, Kelly, you want food? I don't know what you eat, Mr. Patient Whisper, sir.
It is only a recreational activity.
Do you want a tree to eat? Like bones, a fish? What do you want?
Any local metals will do.
Metal. Oh, okay. Do we have any metal, guys?
Alice is very metal.
Shit.
And there's no lie has been told, but I don't know if I've got any that I'm willing to
Part with?
in quite that way.
PW will look for a protein that's on skewers and consume the skewers.
I will eat some of that protein. I will take the protein off the skewers and hand them over to PW.
Oh, nice.
This is a reasonable system.
Yeah. They're like kebabs with like some meat and veggies and stuff like that. And there you go.
Alice probably finds herself just trying a little bit of a lot of different things again every time she eats like something that's like verging on a fresh vegetable. She's like, that's what lettuce is supposed to taste like. Shit.
If it's food you have to pay for, Malin goes for the cheapest one. But if it is just food that's being passed around, she will go for the most bountiful food.
Oh,
Whatever there's most of, she will do that.
It's all being passed around freely in Simonia's bog. So funny thing, it seems like there's always food as long as people are truly hungry. And you see it kind of like sorts of vanish as people are actually full, as if there's a kind of an enchantment against overeating.
It's bad for the body.
I don't think he would have fun in the Feywild. There's kind of an overabundance of everything in the Feywild, but there is a lot of competition.
It appears as if that spoon is moving ever farther away from that person's mouth.
What spoon? Give me the spoon! Bring me the spoon!
She goes
You
chasing.
have to show her a spoon.
Point in the general direction.
She goes chasing after the spoon.
Alice will lean over to Bob Uri and be like, so, do spoons have like a cultural significance in the Feywild, or is this just a personal kink of hers?
A second one.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yes, he's into the spoons, very much so. But obsession to the point of self-harm is a cultural thing for the Fae, though.
That tracks. All right.
So yes, not spoons specifically. That goes everywhere. So you know. Wow, I just really told on myself there. Kind of regret that one.
No worries, pal. No worries.
Bobby, look at this cool spoon. It has like little lizard folk on it.
Whoa, the best spoon you've ever gotten.
It's amazing.
Yes.
See all the detail in it?
It's fantastic.
You're my best friend, Bob. Here.
And Bob Uri smiles. Always. Always, Sayuri.
I was going to say that Alice would do an insight check on this whole situation, but I'm not sure she needs to. I think she's seen this before.
Yeah. Strangely, I think the big thing looking at Bob Uri is the best friend thing did not offend him whatsoever. And caused him zero sadness. I would say, in the inside, if you're really trying to look into Bob Uri, it is this thing of, yeah, he is 100% in love with this person, but is very satisfied to be by their side in whatever fashion. And would not take offense to any honorific that they would give him.
Noted.
All right. Anything else in Simunya's bog?
Are we going to stay here for the night, or are we going to keep moving?
Fabio goes, oh, that's right, not the Feywild. I thought we ate the food and we were cooked. They probably would let us leave.
Yeah.
Not aware of any bog food rules.
The Feywild rules are a lot different than other rules. It's whole thing, like, yeah, it's rough. If we ever go to the Feywild, I'll tell you the rules, and I have a feeling that a lot of people don't actually go by those rules, and they end up getting stuck in the Feywild. So It's fine.
You hear in your head immediately, she'll actually forget to tell you the rules, but I'll make sure you're fine.
Alice nods and winks above Yuri.
All right. Then if you spend that, you can. And anything before we shift back to the castle?
I think Sayuri would like to have a conversation with Naylan.
Sure.
Naylan,
Hey, Sayuri.
did you have fun?
Sure. I had fun watching you guys have fun.
You didn't participate in anything.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I feel weird in situations like that. I feel like to be present, I kind of have to be out of my mind.
Oh. I have noticed you consume a lot of alcohol. Nothing
Seems like
wrong
a
with that.
normal amount to me.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I promise. I want you to feel comfortable around me at the very least, without being somewhat incapacitated.
Yeah, I do. People are easier one-on-one,
Mm-hmm.
but in these big group settings, people are having fun and just being together. I don't know how to do that, I don't think.
It could be hard, I think, for a lot of people. I guess it's just the way I was raised and where I was raised that it's easier for me. But we also have a lot of time to get used to stuff and to, I guess, fight our own demons in our head. How old are you, Naylan?
Hard to tell. I don't really know, because I spent a lot of time in the astral, and time moves differently there.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. I've lost track of how old I am too. I remember spending time on material plane. I don't remember how much time I spent on the material plane. And I don't know how long I'd been back in the Feywild. So I don't remember how old I am anymore. But I feel like I'm still very young.
I get that. I feel like I'm young too.
And we've just got a lot to learn. But I think friendships, it seems like you and Kelly are really close.
Sure.
I don't think you like to admit it.
Okay. Don't know what that means. I am an open book.
You're an open book.
100%.
You're a good person, Naylan. I can see it. Just, I want to warn you. If you ever come across anybody selling Fey spirits, just pass by them. Just pass straight by them. Don't even give them a second look, okay?
Okay. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, I want you to keep like losing all your belongings, including your clothes, and being magically tattooed up just doesn't sound like a fun idea.
I mean, depends on the person. Sounds like it could be fun.
Maybe. Well, if we ever come across space spirits, I'll keep an eye on you.
I don't want you to worry too much. I'm getting the vibe. I don't know, that you think like I'm an alcoholic or something.
No. I just sometimes we partake a little too much and we lose our facilities. And there's occasionally doing it is fine, but I mean, that's all we do. That's all we do in the Feywild is we party all the time, pretty much, except for when I was on duty, and then it was boring. But I had to make sure that everything was okay. But other than that, like, I just want you to be okay.
Yeah.
All right. And
Full
make sure you're
transparency.
all right. And I just want you to. I want you to know that that ribbon really is very meaningful for me.
Yeah, I have mine.
Okay. All right, and we're friends, and if you ever want to talk about anything, I have.
Oh my gosh, I don't need a therapist. I want you to know that I'm okay, Siri. To be honest with you.
Okay. I'll stop bugging you about it.
Asking around, I think, if there was a place to buy alcohol here. It's because I drank Kelly's last. She was saving it, and I drank it. And I will be honest, I really wasn't feeling too good last week after whatever. It doesn't matter. But I don't like owing people shit, and I wanted to replace it. Okay?
That makes sense. And you owe me nothing, just to make sure.
Oh my god. Wait, do I owe you something? Wait, hold on. What do you think? I think I owe you.
Just full disclosure. I don't know if you know what. If you want to, you owe me nothing. You owe me absolutely nothing. Have a good time. She runs away.
Checking my pockets. Do I have something that I'm not supposed to have?
Might want to talk to Bob Yuri about that. Have a good time. Bye.
All right. Anything else, or are we good for the castle? All right. Then we'll go ahead and go on to break and come back. Castlewood.
Woo!
Oh, righty, we are back. So, which means that in the castle, there is a second week, 14 days of rehearsal time, which means the rehearsal of the play is done. And
So
the
what
play
are our
name, Kelly, is
Yeah, so I invite an audience and kind of get everybody together backstage who's all in the play. Okay, everybody. Let's all hold hands.
God.
Okay, you gotta do it crisscross.
Crisscross.
Yeah, crisscross your hands.
Okay, so which arm goes up? About like over which arm? Does your right arm go over your left arm, or your left arm go over your right arm?
I know you'll figure it out. We're just gonna do a quick, just go team, okay? We're gonna put on a great play tonight. Everybody's worked really hard on this production, and we've got a fine audience for opening night. I'm so proud of everybody for really sticking it through and showing such dedication to all of your characters. And I hope you all know that this means the world to me, because this particular story came to me in a dream, and I've really, really wanted to put it to stage now for a while. Okay, is everybody ready? Great. Okay, so our story is going to be our story. It's all about a small fictional little town, and in this particular town is where's the name of it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so it's called Freshville. All right, and let's see. Naylan, you are playing the role of Gertie Greenbean. You're the plucky manager of a local grocery store, and you're preparing for the annual Freshville Food Festival, the biggest event of the year. The festival will showcase all the finest produce and products, and you want to win best display this year. So teaming up with you, boy PW playing Tommy Tomato. You're the clumsy stock boy with dreams of being a chef. And Sayuri, you're going to be Lucy Lettuce. You're the overly dramatic cashier with a flair for the theatrical. And all of you are going to be engaged inside of a number of great particular musical numbers, including Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk. That's the comedic number. The Mystery in Aisle 5. It's sort of a jazzy, sleuthing thing. Freshville Forever is kind of the big opening night where all of the produce sings and dances. And so the particular villain of this story will be played by Alice. Alice, you are playing Betty Breadbasket. You're the mild-mannered grocery bagger by day, but notorious food thief by night. You appear sweet, shy, and somewhat unassuming, but you're the kind of person who blends into the background and never causes a fuss. But you resent Freshville, and you hope to one day become the masked muncher. That's your secret identity of choice. Anyway, you have a habit of also talking in food puns, so make sure anything you say is food related. Any questions? So we're just going
Who
to
are
take
you?
it.
What?
From-
So, I have a question.
Yeah.
So what kind of mushrooms do you eat before you go to bed?
Mushrooms?
You said this came to you in a dream. I'm just
I don't eat mushrooms. Those are
No?
land-based. No.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
fish. Do you eat puffer fish?
But we're just going to do a select scene. In this particular scene, our heroes believe they have discovered the identity of Betty, and they're confronting her on her mischievous ways.
Clarifying.
I don't see a character for you in these pages.
I am the director.
Right. Okay.
We got this Miss Boss lady, sir.
Me? Oh yeah, I'm Plucky Gertie.
Gertie Green Bean.
And I'm Lucy Lettuce.
What was your
Do you not
clarification?
recognize me? Tommy Tomato. Clarification, Kelly.
Yeah.
Do you think that the source of my parentage is the source of Tommy Tomato's inner pain for this dialogue?
Well, yeah, probably. Your pops was a aspiring musician by the name of Bobby Suds. He was a local laundry guy. But he got in trouble for putting money in the laundry.
Clarification again.
Unfortunate.
Are we vegetables? Or our names are just vegetables?
No, you're not vegetables. Okay, you're a grocer.
That's absurd.
Oh, then this outfit
Oh.
that I made is not what the outfit, and it's like just a big old lettuce. This isn't what I'm supposed to make.
No, that's the uniform.
Oh my! The lettuce is my
Huh?
uniform. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
wow.
people in grocery stores dress like.
Now, okay, now I'm completely. Oh, I didn't realize that. You look over and Alice has misty visioned herself into a sapient bread loaf. Googly eyes and stuff. Oh, this is not how it's supposed to be. Okay, all right.
Look, the lettuce matches the color of my eyes.
All right, so this final scene is only 5 minutes, okay? So at 5 minutes, whatever's happened is the end of the play. I will call end scene, and the credits will roll, and we'll all make a big bow, okay?
Alice, I believe your loaf should be masked.
Oh, you're right. There's a mask shows up on the window. But I'm still mild mannered Betty Breadbasket. Initially, I don't know why you're all so mad at me.
Okay. Have we started yet?
Okay, I'm going to open up the curtains. So now that we're in the final moments of the play, you've all done a great job so far. Just keep doing exactly what you've been doing, okay? You're almost through it. You did amazing jobs on all the songs. It's going to be great, okay? So just keep doing it. Keep doing it. And we're on. And just open up the curtains.
Amazing.
I don't know why you're all so mad at me.
Alice, we're not mad at you. We're not mad
I'm
at
mad.
you.
I'm mad.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you. I just
Who's
want
Alice?
you to.
Who's Alice? My name's
not
Betty.
Alice. Betty. I'm not mad at you, Betty. I just want you to be the best breadbasket you could be.
You're a thief,
Gosh.
Betty. Stolen the produce. Oh no.
Gertie, how could you make such an accusation without any evidence to present in your case? Aw shucks, I fall over.
You were the best of us. It was such a heartbreak to find out that you were the one that was stealing everything.
Why there is evidence. There are bread-shaped footprints leading from the produce to the door.
I believe that's called profiling, and I don't think that's what. I don't think that's what. that is food profiling. Profiling. I can't say this very well in this voice.
If the pan don't
Forget
fit,
it.
you must acquit.
Yes, I admit it. You caught me. For
But
years.
I trusted you.
For years and years, I've been trying to stay as quiet as a sandwich. But I can't help it anymore. Every day, end upon end, I just want to eat it all. Eat it all. And you see she misty visions and starts to become larger and larger. And big fangs start to grow out of her mouth.
Daddy, no, you can't eat me. I am just a person in my uniform that happens to look like lettuce.
I've been trying to lose weight. I think it's time for a salad lunch. He's gonna reach for your Lucy lettuce.
No!
Pick her up and misty visions her into her mouth.
PW is going to hit you with a mop and say, I'm gluten intolerant.
Not the mom.
On you.
Respect the store.
Looks on you. I'm gluten free.
Oh, no. You cost at least 4 times as much as you should.
And you know what's worse? They package me in the same factory as the gluten bread. Contamination everywhere.
Nayland, quick, help! And I will kick the mop bucket that is full of water in your direction, because the weakness of bread is water, clearly.
God bless you. You sneezed, and I think you meant to call me Gertie. And I
The
throw
bread,
the
it
water.
is affecting me.
Wait, it smells like a bakery in here. It's so good.
Water with just a little bit of cleaning bleach in it. My one weakness. No. No. I'm melting.
That'll teach you to mess with flat town, fresh city, fresh town.
Freshville.
Freshville.
Look at your name tag, Gertie.
I've been contaminated with gluten-free bread. I don't know what to do.
The Alice's bread form is literally melting in the most horrific way possible.
It is unfortunate that the brain goes last.
There is definitely a little bread-shaped brain just sitting on the ground.
You guys
The
saved
power
me
of friendship.
through the power of friendship, but we lost our other friend, Betty. We need a new bread basket now.
Tomorrow, she may rise again.
Yes.
Dun.
And as the lights begin to dim, they eventually spotlight on Kelly wearing a magnificent dress made of different fruits and vegetables. That's exactly how it happened. They say in the aisles where the groceries stack high, there's a tale that the townsfolk all whisper and sigh of a baker named of Betty, her rise and her fall. Oh, that masked thief, She haunted the great grocery hall. Oh, Betty Breadbasket, she was once quite grand. The best in town with a dough-covered hand. She made all the pastries, the cakes, and the pies with a smile on her face and a twinkle in her eyes. Oh, Betty, what have you done? Your heart is full of flour, and now you're on the run. You traded your apron for a mask and a cloak. The bread basket queen, now a mystery folk. In scene.
An arm comes out of the bread-shaped brain with like a lighter that just starts going back and forth.
Now everyone make a performance check. DC
Yes.
15.
With advantage!
Not a real check.
Oh no!
Oh, 2 of us made it so far.
That's a 23.
Nice. We need one more.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
No, I think we have a majority. That is a majority.
Well, it's
Blind,
23
blind.
successes.
But what do we all get?
You all get a D6. I think to use on any attack roll or ability check.
Yes. Woo.
Yeah, I only got a 13.
No, you still get it as long as majority
Yeah,
of
the majority
performers
make it.
All right, good. Because I
3
only
to 5 got it. So you have a floating D6. You can use it anytime.
Nice.
From inspiration you receive from all the adoration plays of Zahara. That's good.
And all of our hirelings, which we pay.
Oh, yes, hirelings.
We forced them. Yeah, we paid them.
Absolutely forced them to watch this.
Required training.
They're only
You're the
there for the
best.
open bar.
Bosses that make us watch musicals.
That gives they get an extra 15-minute break. It's fine.
And
And
I'm
never
assuming-
get back this loss of my life. No, it's great.
Hey guys,
That's
only
what we
6
agreed.
more
This was part of the
performances.
Oh.
Fuck.
We should record it and then play it on a loop.
the question is Zathir and Renee at the performance?
Hope so. So it was
Yeah.
first, second, and third.
Renee, yeah, Renee's there.
And Xena.
Xena, that's right, Xena.
Sita is very proud.
We succeeded, so they didn't leave.
Hey, that's better than my last performance.
Thanks everybody for helping my dream become a reality. If any of you write a play or anything, just let me know and we'll make a production about it.
Sure. Yeah. We'll see what I can come up with. Bob Yuri,
What?
got any good dreams in there?
Oh, yes. There's a fiddler on this building on top of it. He always is dreaming about why he's up there in the first place. Let's see here. We've
We
got...
would complain about the fiddling, of course. The constant fiddling.
No. That's... Anyway. What do we got? Oh, yes. This is spicy. Very spicy. We got a king and a knight who tries to sleep with the queen all the time.
Okay, the king is trying to sleep with the queen all the time, or the knight is trying
No,
to
the knight.
Oh, the knight is trying to sleep with the queen all the time.
Yes. It's very odd though, because King woos her, and then this guy comes in, and apparently just because it was May, there is an excuse for lust.
Huh.
And the king wasn't there in May, Knight was. So, ruined the entire country. Many people died. I guess fun.
That sounds like fun.
Yes.
We should definitely write this down and make it into a script.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Other thing I have about something, water jets, stream jets and sharks in them. But that's the last dream I have.
Hmm. Okay. Kelly, that was amazing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm really proud of everybody.
We're proud of you for coming up with such an amazing dream. Can Bob Yuri taste some of your dreams like at some point? Because that's you got some really great dreams.
No.
Bobby Yuri burps. Nope, won't eat your dreams anymore.
Anymore. Okay. So, where are we headed?
Well, we have to drop off our new friend that we're taking from Cursed.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're going to a place called Excalibur.
Excelsior.
Excelsior.
It was in character. It was in character.
Excelsior. What's there? Is that like? I feel like I've heard that word before somewhere. Somebody like screamed at it, like a battle cry, Excelsior, or something along those lines.
I've had his dreams too. Yeah.
Oh, were his good?
A lot of men and spiders and these strange clawing beasts.
Oh, fun.
Now, I take it from the cliff notes you had me read that this is like we also have to go there, right? This is the last of those 7 towns the 7 towns we're supposed to go to, right?
Correct. For the mayor.
And then we're going to hopefully go back to that city we were talking about, Alice, and also probably revisit some of these places because there were a lot of things we didn't do there.
What do we need to do at these places?
Oh, well, I mean, from word of it, I mean, we didn't really explore a lot of the Beastlands, and then there was that Fae place that we didn't really explore a whole lot of. And,
Oh, can we please go to the Fae place?
I mean, yeah, we can put on the list.
Yes.
But the first stop, I think, after this will be to go back to the Lady of Pain.
Well, this is supposed to lead us to the Modron.
Is she part of the Winter Court?
The what?
The Winter Court.
The what?
Winter Court.
That's not going to help her, Siri.
Oh, I thought you just weren't understanding well, you probably aren't understanding what I'm saying. Like, is she part of like the Sealy Court from the Feywild?
I doubt it.
Okay.
The Lady of Pain does not wish to be worshipped.
Oh, then I won't.
To do so is to invite death
Okay,
or
then I
the
won't.
maze.
I don't really worship anybody, honestly.
Oh wow, we used to play Jenga a lot. I remember playing Jenga there.
What's Jenga?
Oh, we'll play it tonight.
Okay.
So wait a minute, because PW just said so. We're going to the Gate Towns to. We're trying to track down. What'd you call it, PW? A Modron?
We're synchronizing the Mimir to locate the missing Modron that we were sent to locate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that's presumably what we. Okay.
Synchronizing the Mimir is how we find the missing Modron.
Gotcha.
It's because we need to bring the Modron back to that city with the Lady of Pain. It's wanted by somebody
What?
who's going to do us a favor.
Well, what if we find this Modron, but it doesn't want to come back?
After all this, I don't think I'm taking no for an answer.
Then it will come back unwillingly.
Okay. No, I don't even know what a Modron looks like, honestly.
Yeah,
PW
there.
has a drawing. Looks like a little cubey dude.
But there were so many places in that city, and I just remember so many places we could go. It'd be nice to go back, see civilization again. Maybe revisit the morgue.
Why would you want to see a morgue?
That's where we all came from.
So you're like undead?
No. Well, sort of. I mean, every variant is sort of like that.
I'm undead.
Ahem.
Do you have something in your throat, Mr. Patient Whisper, sir?
No, because I do not possess a throat.
Oh, is that how it works? Okay.
We are not undead.
I think so. Just double checking. Okay, so we go to this Excelsior. And we've got to do the Mimir at the Excelsior?
Yeah.
We synchronize the Mimir there.
Mm-hmm. And then we should be able to find this missing Modron.
The Modron was previously in possession of the Mimir. We believe it will lead to his whereabouts when we restore its memory.
Okay.
There was some sort of mass movement of Modrons. We don't really know what we're going to encounter when we finally find it.
Gotcha.
I really thought they'd be at that place where we waited in line forever.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you've seen them.
No.
Mass Modron migration.
Yeah. Maybe you saw that line of Mojons.
It was like an illusion, though, wasn't it? It wasn't the.
They were incorporeal, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a memory of the Modron march.
Well, how long will it take for us to get to Excelsior?
I believe it was quoted at around a week.
But who knows? Some places are longer than others.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes there are sports.
Sports?
You see a dark look in PW's eyes.
Kelly
Sports.
shivers.
You said sports with a very, very trepidatious sound in your voice, PW. Do you not into sports?
Sports have a low likelihood of survival. Or should.
Sounds like
Miss,
more in sports than I know about.
Mr. Patient Whisper, sir, it kind of feels like you have a death wish.
It remains ungranted.
You know, I mean, I could do you in your sleep if you want.
That would require that I slept.
Oh, that's true. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, Nayland's only died twice.
And as far as like, okay.
Slow pan over to the chart on the wall that has number of deaths in each person's column. You see someone's name recently smooshed out, Alice written on top.
Oh yeah, what was this guy's name again? 3?
Correct. And incorrect.
No.
This
No.
isn't an easy thing that we're doing.
Mhm.
We've had people just decide to go off and do their own thing.
Since not every path walked is for
I mean,
everyone to share.
I'm not gonna lie. If we came to a world that was nothing but ocean, I think I'd be very tempted. Being back in the bog was so nice.
Yeah.
I met a flounder.
It was really nice there. It did. It reminded me of home.
Kelly, you can't be serious.
Yeah, a little.
How am I going to survive in a world where there's only water?
No, I mean, you wouldn't have to stay. It might free you of your curse.
My curse. Of course I'd have to stay,
Why would you have to stay?
because you'd be there.
Nathan, you're not bound to me.
I feel like the cosmos begs to differ.
Okay, well, I just meant I didn't mean I would stay. I just meant I would be tempted.
Good.
I don't think there's any worlds made of water. What would you even call that? Like
A water world.
Sea world.
It sounds like a place where someone may attempt to drink their own excrement. A foul notion.
Ew.
I don't know the reference you're making, Daniel.
It's Waterworld. It's Kevin Costner.
Waterworld.
World. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about
The
SeaWorld.
movie.
Okay, good.
I mean, they may do that at SeaWorld, but I have no confidence.
But I mean, if we do ever part ways, just remember, Nayland, you owe me nothing.
Fuck, here we go again.
What does
Hey,
Nathan owe
here,
you?
come here. I have a question to ask you.
What does Nathan owe you?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing? Did you give her something?
Nope.
Aburi sits on Sari's shoulder with a thing of popcorn.
What did you give her?
Alice sidles up to see if she can get some popcorn.
Nothing. I did give everybody but you, Kelly.
Well, I gave you spoons.
Oh, that's right. Here, have a ribbon.
What's this?
It's exchange for the spoons.
What does it do?
It just shows our friendship.
What color is it?
It's red.
Do you have a purple one?
Nope.
Red is a dangerous color for mermaids.
I don't have any purple ribbon. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'll figure something out.
Okay. Just
Wait,
remember.
Why is red
What?
why is red a dangerous color for mermaids? Didn't we meet that mermaid chick with the red hair?
Well, yeah, but when you're in the ocean and you ever hear that sharks see red?
blood.
Got it. You could take a shark.
But yeah, it's just Nayland owes me nothing.
I get it now, Sari. Yeah, with the ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay,
I don't owe you anything.
so Fae stuff is really weird and stuff because of stuff and how the laws of the Feywild are, and I'm sure it's kind of just built into like my being as a person of Fae ancestry. And
She has a lot of cultural self-loathing that she deals with, trauma. She does this. She gets caught up. She feels guilty for what she is sometimes.
Oh. You shouldn't feel guilty for what you are.
it's It's caused a lot of problems in the past, I feel like.
I told you, you replace problem with opportunity.
Yeah. It's like with me. I, at night, sometimes get night hungry. And so I've come up with a plan to keep fish in my pool.
Oh.
That way I don't accidentally eat one of you.
Oh, that's good. Just as a precaution, just if I give you something, just don't say thank you.
What do we say?
Just nod your head and go along with it.
In mermaid culture, people don't own possessions, really. Everything in the ocean belongs to everyone. Including, well, you know.
It's different cultures, I understand, have different beliefs. And we just got to learn to live with the beliefs that we're all different. And we've got to learn how to navigate each of that.
Yeah, what about your culture, Alice?
Alice is in there popping popcorn into her mouth. See, in my culture, we'd say that a therapist would have a field day with this group.
What's a therapist? Oh, you told me that you didn't need one, Nayland.
A therapist is someone you pay to listen to you talk about your problems.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Nayland doesn't need that. I give her my ear for
You
free.
get it. Oh. Different than I was thinking.
Hey, that's a pretty good deal, Nayland. Therapists like where I come from charge.
Free ears from Kelly.
I'll remember that.
Terry,
Yeah.
I'm not in the business of, calling things something they're not just to make them feel better. It's okay if you cause problems. I like you that way.
She smiles.
Causing problems is often the only way you get things done.
Exactly.
True. As she goes over to hug Alice, and then she's going to slide a hand something off of her. I don't know what.
Let's
You
see,
get
what
to
would
name
be-
it.
let's
Okay,
see.
so that's 32.
Yeah, I'm pretty
The sleight of
sure.
hand was
Do you have like a chain or anything? Like
You know
a
what you get?
pocket watch or something?
You know what you get?
Huh.
You get a harmonica.
cool.
As she turns around and you just hear this noise as she blows into it, and she's like, "Hey, what's this?" And she holds it out to Alice.
I mean, I think I know what that is. Where'd you find that?
It was in your pocket.
You lifting off me?
I sure did.
Alice takes the harmonica. I mean, heard about these things. Puts up some blows on it, gets a few notes out. I didn't know I had this on me. Huh.
It's kind of
That's
cool.
weird.
Makes some neat noises.
Alice, you should go through all your stuff.
Yeah, you should probably look and see what you got.
I don't have that much on me. She actually starts looking through her pockets and everything else is normal. Like, yeah, this is the only. I mean, I've got this. She on her right arm under her sleeve is where the ribbon is that Sayuri gave her.
Mm-hmm.
On the left wrist under the sleeve is, I think I remember this right, a macaroni bracelet.
What are those?
I have no idea where this came from either.
What are those things?
Anyone else? I mean, look, I know that
previous variant.
previous variant. Oh, is that like the tattoo? She points to the little music note tattoo on her neck. Sorry, what was that?
They are similar.
Yeah.
It will persist.
Adric used to talk about hearing the beat a lot.
Hearing the beat.
Yeah, we danced once.
Oh, so all of your variant peoples are all musically inclined?
Alice shrugs and actually looks at the others. This is a situation where they're going to be able to tell more than I can.
Okay, so with what you're showing us, you have all of your variants have had like the tattoo and like that scar. So that means that if I die, my next self will come back with something.
The other variants had the scar?
Correct.
Huh.
Now your tattoo, though, I think Edric got that made, didn't he? And
Naylan, a previous version, administered that tattoo.
It was me. Well, half me. The first me. But it was the me that was me that's different than the me now, but it was kind of the same me. Not as different as the other me's, you know?
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
She says yes as her brows furrow and her brain looks like it's short circuited.
Honestly, I did follow that, and that kind of frightens me, but we'll ignore that for now.
Well, then that would mean, as she says, you always look good in everything you wear, and her leg changes into it's black. And it has, if you look close and as the light hits it a certain way, you see like filigree and leaves engraved on it very finely. That means that like my next person variant, whatever you want to call it, would have something like this.
And me.
And you.
Like,
I would always
no
like.
way any of me would ever not find one of you.
Yes. You're tied to me, Bob Yuri. And
Baylor looks at Kelly. Are you my weird shadow monster?
Bob Yuri is not my shadow monster. He is my child. As she like pulls him off of her shoulder and holds him into her bosom. Like,
this is a dynamic I wasn't expecting.
Naylan,
I created him.
That was really hurtful.
Oh, Kelly. In my defense, I thought I said it in my hypothetical inside voice in my mind. And it seems it slipped out of my mouth for real.
I'm starting to get the sense, Naylan, that you don't actually have a hypothetical inside voice. I'm just starting to get that sense.
Out loud processor, yes.
Which is fine because I'm kind of the same.
No, I want this to be settled, Naylan, because I've seen you show such respect for other people, but with me, you're always kind of sometimes nice and sometimes putting me down.
You always hurt the ones you love.
I've tried everything to be your friend. I've bought you things. I've talked to you. I've played games with you. I shared Jenga with you. I've confided in you. What is it about me that you just hate?
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm your shadow monster. You know?
No. I don't know what to do.
You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. I'll be nicer.
Kelly,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you something because you asked me something earlier about where my culture and where I come from. Do you not give your friends shit?
No. Well, I don't. I didn't really have friends other than Tamagotchi.
Mm.
And then I came here, and I guess I made friends with everybody here. And then when I became a mermaid, I had a lot of family, but it was different. Different types of relationships in the sea.
Yeah. I guess the vibe I got from this group is that we sort of tease each other. Give each other a hard time sometimes.
Okay.
I don't think it really. I don't know. I'm still somewhat new. And goodness knows, people have said I have an abrasive personality. And they're probably not fucking wrong. But, yeah. Sometimes that's just what folks do. But may not be any of my business, so.
No, it's been a long day.
Well, Kelly, I mean, when we were doing the races and stuff, and PW decided to race that god, I tried to trip PW up and sabotage him.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because it was a friendly type of just to mess with him because I like him.
So I should mess with you all more.
You can see behind Sayuri, PW is miming a stabbing motion.
I think a bit of teasing between friends is fine, as long as you don't overdo it.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay. Naylan, let's try it, okay? I won't get offended. Just hit me with your best stuff and I'll hit you right back.
This is
Oh, sorry.
weird and dumb. Let's just drop it.
No, you drop it.
Okay. Drop.
Don't know how to come back from that.
Alice, PW, and Sayuri are in the back doing that meme of everyone going, oh!
Burn. We should obtain ointment for that sick burn.
Naylan, what are those pointy ears for?
Same thing your pointy ears are for.
I know. I didn't think that one through.
I don't know how this works at all.
I don't think she's very good at this, Pop Yuri.
I hold up a 0.0.
There's nothing
I
wrong
can't
with
even
how
use
you-
popcorn right now. This is just.
To be fair, I don't think she's got a lot of experience. I mean, it takes a while to figure out how to.
Oh my god. Naylan pulls Kelly away from the audience.
She's like a baby fawn.
It's like, look, I think we're helping. I really think the three of us are helping in this situation. I think this is a good job, everyone.
You're doing great, Kelly!
Oh, Nayland Kelly got pulled away.
Kelly, there's nothing wrong with how you usually are. You don't have to start changing your personality. You're not wrong. I don't think Alice understands. I don't know why you bother me. It feels it just happens.
Okay. Maybe I remind you of somebody.
Maybe. It's not because I don't like you. And I'm sorry if I make you feel bad about yourself. The whole point of what I'm trying to say is that you're fine. You're actually quite nice. And you just keep doing everything that you're doing, and you shouldn't have to change.
Well, so are you. I mean, that's what I was trying to say is, you were with me when I didn't want to take part in the funeral, as it was kind of a weird custom for me, and you kind of came and talked to me, and you helped me out with adjusting here, and you helped me find a good deal on those clothes, and you're constantly, I can tell, looking after me in combat, and it's like there's always these moments where I think, okay, we're on good terms, and I think we are, but I guess it just is confusing for me too, because I'm not used to the other side, and I don't notice you doing it as much with everyone else, and that's what made me worried that I was doing something wrong. But if you're saying I'm not doing something wrong, then I'll take your word for it. And maybe it is just something as simple as, in fact, we're both elves, right? So maybe I remind you of someone that you grew up with that you didn't like.
If that helps you think about it, then yeah.
So I'll when you do those things, I'll remember this conversation, and I'll try to go with it.
Okay. I'll stop being a dick. Oh no! I mean, sorry, that was me doing it again.
You know what I was going to ask?
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
let's just do it. Let's just do it really quick.
Okay.
Quick. Don't talk about it.
So she hugs you real quick.
Got it. Fine, actually. That was not actually. It's so bad.
Okay. We're good.
We're good.
And you don't owe me anything.
Oh, fuck.
See? I'm learning.
Yeah. I'm learning to stop saying things to anybody. It really blows out of proportion every time. Okay. We can go back now?
Yeah, let's go back.
Okay.
You go back, and Alice is talking to Sayuri and going, okay, so you give us the ribbons. We're not supposed to say thank you.
Yes.
Right, okay. And the spoons, do you give us the spoons, or do you?
No, those are mine. Those are mine
Okay.
to keep. And if you ever okay, so it's kind of like this thing I do, like it's hey PW. Mr. Patient Whisperer?
Yes.
There you are. Like, you remember that one time when you said something to me and I like gave you a look and I stabbed you with the spoon?
I do.
Okay. Yeah. And the spoons are for my personal use, and it's usually when somebody says something that kind of like is like that's like
So
Didn't
this
like
is
the way you said that, so I'm just going to stab you with a spoon to let you know that I'm not happy with you.
an S&M kink. That's what you're telling me.
I have had to repair a series of dents.
Sunburst and rainbows? Or sunburst and runes?
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. Great. Okay, so it's corporal punishment for the spoons are corporal punishment for your friends. The ribbons are okay. All right. I just want to make sure I got.
The ribbons show who my friends are. The spoons are if you say something to me and I'm just like, that was naughty, you need to be punished, and I just stab you with a spoon and we go about our day.
So the ribbons are like a hunter's mark. Gotcha.
Yeah, and each one of them, as she pulls out the one with Patient Whisper's name on it. This one is dedicated specifically to Mr. Patient Whisper, sir. And it says Mr. Patient Whisper, sir.
Is the tip slightly dented from its repeated use?
100%.
Why do all of your friends need a special spoon?
Well, they all do. As she pulls out the box of spoons and she opens it. And she pulls out
Why
the...
can't you just use the...
Huh?
Well, the same spoon. Why does it have to be an individual spoon?
Because each person's spoon has to be... I have to feel the spoon. It has to be specifically for that person. And each one, if you look at all the spoons that she has in her box of spoons, each one is very different. And she pulls out the first one that she talked about, and it's an old, rusty, kind of gross looking spoon. And it has the name Rowan on it. I know this one was for a specific person. Rowan. I can't remember their face.
Yeah.
But I know that if I ever saw this Rowan again, I know that I would use this spoon on them specifically. Even not knowing their name, I'd know them because the spoon would call out to them.
Nayland leans over to Alice. Definitely an S&M thing.
Well, of course, but it's like one of those S&M things that's like, got a lot of emotion behind it.
Oh, Nayland.
Hmm?
She stabs you with a spoon.
Ah! What did I do? That was bad.
That was to show that I care about you.
Okay.
Alice looks at Nayland and just like, oh yeah.
The
They would touch his
gaslighting
Alex.
begins early.
All right.
It has your name on it.
See, we moving on, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I have one thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Nayland.
Oh.
I just want you to know that you owe me 10 gold from the second bet that we made.
Fuck. She goes with her thing. God damn it. I hate owing people shit.
You still
PW
owe
then starts to
nothing.
run away.
Did you say PW runs away?
Yes.
Yeah, then PW starts to run away. The moment you look down, he's jetting away like a deer.
Fucker! And she'll start running around trying to find him.
In that case, as the next day of the castle is coming about, you find yourself coming to a city of dark iron. Gates all around, some screams can be heard within. As you see that you are in the town or at the gates of Cursed.
What?
Is this where we were supposed to be?
That doesn't look
Ooh.
like a place called Excelsior. You guys sure that's where we're going?
There's something wrong. I'm going to check our navigation.
It is based on desire, and I would assume that no one desired to return here.
Run
That
up
we know of.
at the map. Zathar is looking at it a little worriedly. This is not a good.
Isn't this where we just left?
It
What
is.
happened?
We traveled correctly. The town moved.
Oh. Oh
Wait,
no.
The whole town moved from where it was, and now it's...
It is not done with us.
That makes sense. I mean, I've seen it before.
Did all
Did
the
it-
towns move?
I don't know. This isn't. This is a map, not the radar. But
Can
I'm
we-
looking. It has definitively gone here. And
Can we attempt to leave again?
Yeah.
yes. Where should we go?
Excelsior.
This is where Excelsior should be.
That's what I was going to ask. So it's not just that it moved in front of us. It actually seems to have taken Excelsior's place.
Yes.
Can we see how the castle moved? Is there a record?
Yes. And you can kind of see this line. You see the coordinates of Cursed and where Excelsior is supposed to be, and you move it, and it seems that it actually moved.
Maybe if we go back to where Cursed was, maybe Excelsior will be there.
Maybe.
PW would try to move towards one of our windows to see if that crest looks any different than it did from when we left.
Looking at it, there seems to be some damage. Internally, you can see over the walls, and the guards are a little thinner. Possibly some of what she did has started this struggle for power. But around Cursed is different. The fields are lush, as if what you'd imagine the area around Excelsior should be. It's that way, but it's Cursed is there instead.
So we can't go around it. It's literally just taking up the whole space.
It's transposed itself on top.
I mean, you can go anywhere you want. You could avoid the town. It's just where Excelsior should be.
Yeah, Excelsior isn't there for us to go around to get to.
Right.
Are there more guards at the perimeter than we were used to? Does it look like they are vigilant about their surroundings in a way that they weren't when they were where they were before?
It looks... the number is a little less, but they do look a little more paranoid.
Can we call in our friend to come up here?
The ghost boy?
Yeah.
You can.
You should know of the current situation.
If Ferric will come up, he goes, "What? Yes, what's the problem? How can I help you?"
We're supposedly where Excelsior is supposed to be, but this is cursed.
Huh. Oh no, that's horrible.
You have any idea what might be causing this?
Not at all.
I might-
Insight check!
Yeah, I also would like
Yeah,
to.
give me a insight check.
Oh no, how horrible!
Oh, that's
Real
only an
secret
11. I'm not very insightful. That's an 11 on my end.
Okay.
Did you roll, Nayland?
You're muted. Or have no sound.
Or your sound is going out, is like in and out.
No?
There it is.
Now, yeah.
You're very quiet
Yeah?
though.
Yeah.
Quiet but present.
Quiet but present. Why?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm gonna try switching my
what was the number while you're switching? 2, 5.
25.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
It's 2 5s for a 10, so nice.
No! No!
He seems earnestly surprised, doesn't know what's going on.
Does anybody have any magic they could use to send a message to someone we know and cursed?
I can, as long as they're within 150 feet. 120 feet, my bad.
So,
You could launch something from the tower.
I mean, I know this will take more time, but you've all made it sound like time is something we have. And Alice will look at the map and say, one thing we could test is try going to a different gate town. Like, just go to one of these nearby ones. He'll point over, and I don't remember the names of them, but the one in front of Bitopia or something. And be like, because then we can know if it's specifically trying to block Excelsior or if it's following us.
Yeah, we do need to test it.
I mean, I know that'll take time, and I don't know how long, but I get the feeling none of you want to go back into Cursed.
Oh,
right?
no.
Okay. I mean,
Unless that is required.
I was only in that little place where you found me, and it didn't seem terribly hospitable, and the two gentlemen we met on the way out didn't seem terribly hospitable, so...
I mean, the imps were nice, but that's about it.
Always exceptions, I guess. But that's just one suggestion. If anyone's got a better one, I'm all ears.
No, I like that idea.
All right. And what plane did you point out?
I just pointed to whatever I don't remember the name of the gate town, but the one in front of Bitopia. It should be the one like right next door, I think.
Okay.
I mean, she's just looking at the map.
A map of vague conceptual spaces.
There is one other possibility.
What's that?
Yeah.
What if Excelsior is a place that doesn't want visitors? So they make it seem like you're always going back to the place you just left until you eventually give up and go somewhere else.
Can places do that?
Well, we can find out if we go into this other gate town and then leave. And
Yes, that would be Trade Gate.
Trade gate.
The illusion may have been stronger than our ability to perceive.
Does it seem like an illusion?
I don't know,
It did not at the time.
but it might be using our own thoughts against us.
Like, does curse, does what we're looking at, does it seem like it's actually cursed, or does it seem like it's an illusion of cursed?
Give me a wisdom check.
Perception?
Wisdom, just straight
Wisdom. Just straight wisdom. Ooh.
I would assist if able.
Okay.
Okay, guidance, but I think that only works for skills.
No.
No, it works for ability checks.
Oh, okay, guidance.
All right, guidance, advantage because patient whisper is helping.
I think it only works for skills in 2024. But
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, let's see. Boink. I rolled 2 2s.
Oh no!
I'm going to show a drawing to compare it, but it's
could be
So-
real, could be illusion. I mean, I think
So
you,
that
you
is
look
a
at
grand
it.
total of 7.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it. It looks like Curtis. I mean, it's There you go. Maybe if you walked inside,
You know what, Matt?
you'd know
I
for
know.
sure.
I hate it when you say stuff like that.
Can you guys
It's
hear
fine.
me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was he telling the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Before we do anything rash or sounds like a lot of legwork, can we ask your sarcophagus if something like this has ever happened before?
Oh, you mean the wrinkle dude? Yeah, sure.
Let
She'll
me
go
Google.
down to the library, and what she'll say is, "Gate Town's moving."
Okay. There is, you would be able to read on where it shows you that there is like a certain rotation to the plains, and therefore to the gate towns, but it is slow.
Hmm.
I mean, looking through nothing, and the map, you know that, and you would read the map that you have is tuned to that rotation.
Right.
So theoretically, the map will always reflect the correct spaces. Nothing like this where it has gone out and should it. Furthermore, as you do the calculations, it being here specifically would mean that it is out of its rotation.
All right. Well, now you've told me, you guys have told me in sort of passing that there's been people that I guess have come to the door to the castle here, or spoken to you and said that, well, you've all kind of joked about it. I think I need to know exactly what we do know. Are we wanted? Are we considered criminals? She's looking at PW and Naylin and Kelly.
Yes. I don't really know.
It depends on who is in power.
Yeah.
Likely, if the Burgenmeister's position has not changed, then he will be opposed to us.
Well, no, I was talking about, you said like the multiverse. Like people say that we're criminals against the multiverse, not just the one town.
Well, we got stuck in Cursed because we simply walked in. And if you walk into Cursed, you're stuck in Cursed. And so, in order to get out, we had to make some allies, and we forged a plan. And that's about the time we came across Sayuri. And we executed that plan to basically save our friend here so that we could find a way out, because they were going to lead us out. And that's when we met you, Alice.
Right.
That's not Alice's point, I don't think, Kelly.
Yeah.
We recently got audited by somebody, I think, came to the door. I think our very existence is like threatening I don't know, multiversal established way things work.
So yeah, Nayland's right. I guess I should ask more. Apologies, I should ask more directly. If Cursed, as you've all put it, is basically prison town that makes you feel like you're entrapped, and it's where people go that are guilty of things, is this the multiverse sending Cursed after us? Like, does it work that way? I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to test by trying to go to another gate town. Is this gate town simply going to keep following us?
I want to say that we should have been able to find that in your library, but actually the vibe I get is that we're pretty like one of a a kind. Maybe there is no record of something like this happening before.
Well, I mean, according to the sheet you had me read, they can't keep a record of us anyways.
Fuck. Yeah.
They did also have a name for us, which would intimate that it is a condition that has occurred before.
Right. I'm assuming you guys tried putting glitch into the library.
I believe we did at the start, and there was limited information available.
Yeah, I can't actually remember, but I can't imagine we didn't. But
I think we did, and I think we literally got no hits. Like, I think it couldn't even find anything for us. Matt can correct me, but I think way back when we tried it, I don't think we got anything.
Correct.
Yeah. So, anyways, like I said, I'm open for any other suggestions because I get what Nalen's saying. It's a lot of extra legwork, but I don't know. Short of taking this thing head on and going back into that town, I'm not sure there's anything else for us to do here.
It may be that conquering Cursed will be how we solve his problem. I'm gesturing to Ghost Boy, but it may not be the only solution to our general problem.
Let's just say we test out this theory and see what happens.
would it be smartest to actually go back to where Cursed was? And if we find Excelsior, we find it. And if Cursed follows us there, then at least we put it back where it belongs.
Well, I don't know if going back to Cursed is going to solve it, because this Excelsior place we know nothing about. And just going back to Cursed, I mean, Cursed might still be there, and maybe this place isn't actually cursed. But if we go to a different place, and they're also cursed, then that sort of adds something to the puzzle.
Oh, but going by what Nalen's saying, that could add to the problem if it's duplicating Cursts and not necessarily sending them after us. Do we start infecting other gate towns?
DM says make a decision.
Yeah. PW is putting his hands on the map. Be like, where are we picking?
Go into that place that...
Feywild location. Got it. Click.
No.
Is it Trade Gate?
Trade Gate. Yeah, that's what I'd like to go to.
If it's okay. If it's okay with everyone. Yeah, that was
Yeah, that's
just
fine.
Alice's random idea.
Okay, the castle begins to move away from Cursed and go into the Outlands once more. And we will end there for tonight. We'll come back next week. And watching, thank you so much.